Hello boys and girls, this is Mrs. Jeffy, and today we're going to be decoding the diphthong OI. And I'm going to spell diphthong here for you so you see what the word looks like. Diphthong. And that's our objective today, to read it in multiple ways. Let's get started. When I come to a word I don't know, I'm going to look for the vowels. And here is the vowel, OI, and it's a diphthong. And it's going to move from one part of my mouth to another. It says oi. See how it's in two parts of your mouth? Oi. So when I read it, I'm going to read this consonant sound and this consonant sound and then blend it. Watch me do it. Coin. Here it is again. And I notice that it has a blend in the front and one consonant in the back. So I'm going to put that sp together and the oi and then ul. Watch me do it. Spoil. Spoil. To spoil means to go bad. Like if the milk is spoiled, that means you shouldn't drink it. Here it is, but the blend is at the end. So I'm going to look for my diphthong. That's two letters that make one sound where it starts in one part of your mouth and it moves to the other. That's a diphthong. Oi. Oi. And I see my p and my blend at the end. Watch me read this. Point. Point. I notice it down here, and this C, the CE is going to work together so it says a sound. That's what the E is there for. It's not actually going to do any talking. It's just there to help the C go to a soft C sound. And I also notice I have a digraph. That's two letters, one sound. So I'm going to say ch, oi, s, choice. Over here I have a two-syllable word. The first thing I'm going to do is look for my vowels, and they're not working together. This is going to be the first syllable here. I'm going to put the S on the second syllable, and I'm going to say these two phonemes, these two sounds. Watch me. P, oi, poi, and then I just have to read this closed syllable. Sun, poison. Poison would be something that's bad for you. So if it's a medicine and it's out of reach of children, we would say that's poisonous. We don't want anybody else to eat or drink it. Come on down here, and now I can see that I have this vowel and this diphthong where it says oi. It's in two parts of my mouth, the oi. And I can cut off the prefix right here. That's a closed syllable. It's one vowel followed by a consonant. I can read that, un, and then I just have to read these three phonemes right here, and I blend them together. Watch me. Coil. If you uncoil something, you, like a rope might be around a stick or a rod, and you have to uncoil it. You're taking it off the coil. Come on down here. That was my prefix I could take off. Now here is a suffix. I can cut that off immediately and just see the base word. Here's my vowel team that I'm working on, the diphthong that says oi, and that's in two parts of my mouth. And then I see the blend here at the end. So I'm going to read this and blend it together. There's only 4 phonemes here. That's almost about as big as it gets. There, you could go more, but notice that there's only 3 phonemes in most of these words. So this one has 4, there's 4, but this is just 3. This one's just 3. And in this syllable, there's 2 and then 3. So this is almost as big as it gets. There are other blends that have more, but this is very common. So let's read this. Point, point, and then we just add on the suffix er. When I'm going to read a sentence, I'm just going to skim and scan over it, and I see, aha, there it is. There's my digraph, the 2 letters, 1 sound. This is my diphthong. And I noticed I had this word before, so I remember how to say it. It's choice. And I'm going to read this in my head. And now I'm going to read it out loud. Which marker would be your choice? Which marker would be your choice? And I can make my voice go up to add that little inflection because I see a question. It's a question mark. All right, today you were decoding with the diphthong oi where it's spelled O-I, and you can see it in words. Notice that there is usually a consonant after it. There's another diphthong that we'll talk about, and that one you can use at the end of a syllable or end of a word, but that'll be another day. So today you're decoding with oi, the diphthong.